Here we go. Watch me flex my flow. You'll be the next to know. Spit it hot flambeau. Swing them bars like whoa. Grab the remote control. Must have called a million times. I'm on the other side. Hello. Better watch that stream. Caught up in the track to beat. Scrub that beat with bleach. So when I hit it, bro, I spit it clean. Burn it now. Have to turn the furnace down. Y'all don't want this beef. I hit them with a holy cow. Hit them with the verse. Got them thinking, wow. This ain't a game, kid. Why you play around? This that ill spit. Them bars are so sick. I'll shock the whole world in a phylactic. Every single time I spit another rhyme, the planets all align so bright I blind them with my shine. Bro, I'm designed to make your confidence decline. Every line about to blow like stepping on a landmine. Here we go. Here we go.
What is going on? Holy cow. What a crazy event this weekend we had at Windsor RC Raceway. The crew there put on a phenomenal job. They have to be just floored. A lot of out-of-towners, a lot of talent, a lot of people coming out of the woodwork to support Ron Guerin and everything he was to RC, and it was so cool to see. Brandon, what's up? So, Windsor RC Raceway has been the biggest change in the area in a long time, and I have to give my tip of the hat to the crew for putting on such an amazing event with the resources that they have. Let's face it, Wes and the crew are basically trying to do this in a working machine shop. They are going basically way above and beyond to try and make sure that we have a cool spot locally that we can race with our cars. And they did not disappoint. The guys that came from out of town were extremely talented and extremely fast, and it was hard to get into the A main, especially when they only took 4 to the A main in the touring car. They took 6 in USGT, which was a good thing for me because at least I got to say I made 1 A main, even though I posted about making 2. Shame on me. Had to play the stupid tax, bet Rick Endler $5, and I only had American, so he got like $6 or $7, whatever it works out to. Yeah, you got 2 trophies from that location now, Johnny boy. He had the rent a ride from our neighbor, and had tons of support from Greg Lister and a little bit of support from Ross Racing, of course. But John did not disappoint. Every round that guy went out and touched the car, it kept getting faster and more consistent. So going into the mains, he definitely had me worried. And it was for good cause because he put on a clinic and drove all the way up to the 3rd spot in the podium. Watching live from Miami, man. Have a safe flight back and looking forward to going to the Canadian Nats now. And Greg, holy heck, this guy made sure that everybody had what they needed when they needed it. He is a scholar and a gentleman and definitely made it fun for a lot of people, especially John. The support that he showed John was second to none. And if it wasn't for Greg and all the support that he did, John would not have finished as good as he did getting that trophy. So Greg gets the assist on that one for sure. Kind of going into the qualifying. Let me bring it up on the screen. So like I said, we had a phenomenal turnout. 67 entries at our little track is definitely heading in the right direction, and super cool to see a lot of familiar faces and new faces out there as well. So right now they are racing at DNC, and let's see what we got. They're in the finals right now. It is the B sort for the pros. You got Tebow battling for the lead right now, so we'll keep you guys posted while that's happening. but we got to stick to the on-road theme. Next weekend, we're going to have Mark Fischetti back on board in the studio. So hopefully we will actually have a good show and have some pretty cool announcements with him coming on board. So with that being said, let's get to the Windsor Racing action. Over here, we got the touring car C main, and they actually had bumps here, which was awesome to see. So with the bump, you got Craig Albertine taking the bump, Brian Jansen in the 2, Matt Babcock. Both of those guys have not raced in, 2 years. So it was super cool to see them out and about in the racing action. USGT D main, you had Doug Malott taking the win, getting the bump into the C. Wes Seeger, close second. Those guys were battling it out. And Ken Dees rounding out the top 3. And I believe it was because of Greg Lister again that we actually had trophies all the way throughout. So if you finished in the top 3, it definitely made you something to work for thanks to him. But the layout was fast. But one mistake caught you and it took you out, man. Coop, what is going on? Thanks for joining us. We're going to keep on going here. Next up is the GT12B main. Terry getting the win there and getting the bump into the big show. Kurt close second. Kurt was a big winner, taking home some Cow RC Essentials. So congratulations to Kurt on that. And Tom Hughes rounded out the top 3. Going into the USGTC main, the biggest class of the weekend. You got Andrew taking the top spot and getting the bump into the B main over Daniel, and Michaela having one of her better weekends. Only had one bad qualifier, put her back a little bit in the sort, but definitely drove super clean and made her dad really, really proud. Oh, Chris, man, I can't wait to see you back out in action again. I know you are jonesing for some RC relief, and we're looking forward to seeing you back out on the track. So going up the ladder here, we are up to the 12th scale B main. You got Lucas jumping from the 1-to-1, getting the bump to the A main. Corey in the 2, and Brad Wandicott in the 3. Going up the ladder again, we have the touring car B main. Oh, wait, no, I missed one. The Formula A main, Formula 1 A main. You have Mario taking the win from tone to tone. You got Brian Kaza, and thank you, Brian, for all the hard work you put in this weekend. And thank your wife as well, keeping us fed. The food was phenomenal. Definitely a good time. And you got Ken Dees rounding out the top 3. And the trophies were pretty cool. 3D trophies. I wish I would have got one, but this guy was definitely blanked. Michaela was the only one out of my camp that got to bring home a trophy. So John's going to have to show him off. I guess he's like my 0.5 kid for the weekend. So we're going to keep on keeping on. And touring car B main. Boy, oh boy, I want to skip this one. You got Rick Endler taking the win and the bump. You got Greg Lister taking the 2, and Johnny Rocket really stepped it up and figured a few things out, and it looked good. But Greg was only 2 seconds behind Rick Endler. Definitely had a shot at taking him out because I did not. And like I said, I had to pay a stupid tax and give him some money. So $5 was the bet. U.S. money. He got it. It's his. Now I got to wait till another race to get my money back. We'll see. So USGTC main. Andrew getting the bump, going to the B main sort. Oh, wait, I already did this one. I lost my thing. Where is it here? So 12 scale 17.5. Sorry about that. So Lucas getting the bump, going tone to tone. Corey in the 2, Brad in the 3. I'm having deja vu here. There it is. USGT B main. Dave with the Lambo getting the bump. I'm still in race mode, heading for home. Yeah, drive safe, man, for sure. Keep your eye on the prize. Number 2, Jeff Say. And then number 3, Greg Lister. And just because I can see his name poking in there, Nathan Ross in the floor with a stacked field. So to finish right behind Greg, super proud of what Nathan was able to do that deep in the field. And like I said, that was the biggest class of the weekend. So we have the touring car A main. We're going to save that. We'll do the GT12 A main. We got A main, and A main. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna save the touring car A main for second last because it was the second most prestigious class there, I'd have to say. So GT12 A main. Rob says no slouch in any class he enters, and he was able to take the TQ and the win over Fast Freddie Whitaker. And Andre getting the third spot, and it was an epic battle going 8 minutes long. And David D's definitely a good showing for him. But congratulations to the winners in the A main GT12. Rob won that race with Ron Garrett's full pan card this weekend. That's crazy, man. So that's just a testament to Ron Garrett and his ability to build a car that's still competitive to this day. All right. So next A main is the vintage Trans Am VTA A main. Bill McLean definitely had my number all weekend long. He was on fire, going tone to tone with the win there. Craig in the 2 and Mario in the 3. You got Tom sneaking in there for 4th, but definitely a cool class to watch the classic cars do battle. And then you got the 17.5 12th scale 2-wheel drive missiles. These things are just ridiculously fast. Andre taking the win all the way tone to tone. Nice run over Kyle, and Kyle was on fire, but had a little bit of bad luck, and he definitely wants a little bit of redemption. Kurt Schimmel in the number 3 spot, rounding out the podium. So we got 2 more that we're looking at here, and we have the 21.5 touring car A main. You got Rob Say taking the top spot, and D. Veter in the number 2, Kyle in the 3, and Rick Endler in the 5. So definitely a good thing that Rick got the bump, because there was some ridiculously fast guys in this heat, and truly there's no slouches in there. All of them were consistently in the 8-second range, and if you've seen the track, getting 8 seconds was no easy feat unless you were in the A main. So the biggest class of the weekend was definitely USGT, and these are the results. So Martin Pajama, I'm killing his last name, but he came from Toronto, and he normally races at Phoenix RC Raceway. He was putting on a clinic in this class, and for him to beat Andy Veter / Rob Say, whatever, Rent a Ride, it is impressive to be able to do that. And then my guy, John Blakely, getting the 3rd spot, and then Bill definitely trying to wheel in John, only 4/10 behind him, because John, as soon as he was announced in 3rd place, started getting the little shakes, which is cool because, you know, he likes to get excited too. So Andy Veter laid down. Yeah, no, man, honestly, I think that was the fast lap of the weekend. Andy Veter busting into the 7s. But let's face it, it was super hard to maintain that. So I'm going to remove that quickly and basically scoot on over. I wanted to have a recap of this. Oh, Sorry, I got to mute it. I don't think I'm allowed to share the sound here, but I'm going to add this to the stream. And you still got Tebow up front. You got 3 minutes left, and you got Yao Figueredo in second. Batye, Barufalo in the third. Canas in the fourth. Man, it's still anybody's race. Third, well, no. One lap behind for Barufalo. So, yeah, so Tebow and Figueredo definitely working hard to get that bump. But I would like to have a recap of this race when we can and see how it goes. But that's enough off-road for this on-road segment. I got to thank Heath and Cow RC for donating all those fantastic prizes. I hope everybody enjoys them. And if you have any questions on how to use them correctly or any tips on using them, hit me up. We'll definitely set you up in the right direction. And congratulations to all the winners. And especially congratulations to the House for Hospice there. They were the beneficiaries of all of the cool money raised by Brian, Wes, BJ, the whole Windsor RC crew. Definitely put on a show. And honestly, if they can keep the talent coming like they did this weekend, I see great things for them. I am in need of Cow RC. Heck yeah. Kyle, what is going on? Kyle is definitely a fast cat over at Dirt Burners. I seen a whole bunch of win pictures with him over the 2 weekends ago when we had a couple Canucks sneak over there and had the great hospitality with Jim and Jim. I know Jonathan spoke highly of how good Kyle was, and thanks for treating my friend right while he was there. I can't wait to get over there. I almost have my 10 scale built, so as soon as I get my 10 scale built, we are going to have to make the trip over there and bring the kids, because Dirt Burners is definitely one of the last indoor clay tracks that you got to hit up over in Michigan, and nothing but good times there. So on road next week, we got Mark Pachetti coming back with us live. So don't forget that. Mark your calendars. I'm going to post up with that. But man, for tonight, it's going to go late. We're going to actually have the mains, I don't know, probably 10 o'clock tonight, 10 p.m. our time. So if you are following DNC, the big racetrack got rained out, so they wanted to go to battle on the small track. And if you have caught any of the racing action from the small track, it has not disappointed. It is a action-packed. There's beating and banging. There's marshalling. It's got everything, man. The track's getting so worked over by the pros, the amateurs, the this, the that. The cement section coming into the back straight there is just insane. The big double going in, the triple, if people are willing to still do it, is pretty epic. Thinking it's going to be a great show. Obviously, Ty Testman already won the truck, so go Canada for that. Dakota got second. Also in the E-Buggy, Dakota won that, and Carlos Canas with the second for S-Works. So I was super happy about that, because obviously Dakota Fenn is my guy, but Canas is running S-Works, so I got to support him too. So getting second behind Dakota is not bad, especially since he's European and does not have the track time that he would like over in the States. So unfortunately, he did not bump into the A main. It's going to be Tebow and Figueredo, and now they are going into the next. I think now it's all A mains, if I'm not mistaken. But you gotta check it out. DNC. I shared the link. We got March Meltdown coming up, and then after the March Meltdown, we got the Canadian Nats, and I think that's about it. I want to cut it short because literally I just walked in the door. I still got to clean up. I got mats. I got stuff all over the place. I didn't even have time to make my studio look good for this show, but I do appreciate you guys all tuning in. I'm going to cut it off at the 21-minute mark, but enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you guys for tuning in, but a special thank you to all of the RC Windsor crew. They hit a home run, in my opinion. They made it fun for everybody, and we will definitely see you next weekend with a full-on 1-hour show, if not more. We'll get the whole recap going. But until then, you guys have a great night.